のにありがとう。
そろそろ歌を逆らおうってことでいいのかね。
こいつは俺の娘だ。それを奪うつもりなら俺たちの大切な家族だ。死ぬ気で来い。
中将の一部まで持っていくとはね。四皇シャンクスの覇気か。やめときやしょう。
Now that One Piece is back with Season 2, it's time to look back at some of the most iconic moments this anime has ever given us. Almost 27 years of pure insanity. From epic clashes, insane transformations, to moments that broke the internet. Lay back and enjoy. These are the moments when One Piece characters went God mode and left us absolutely speechless. We start this list with one of the most epic moments Zoro has ever had. That's when Zoro had to face King. Their clash was beautifully animated and Zoro knew he had to win, and the way he did it, oh man, it was so epic. It's crazy to see how far this man has come.
나포레온! 그놈의 테우스! 해라! 이거요! 에자 사베르! 何十年も君臨してんだ俺たちは。
遅いん S N
ガキが身の程を知れよ。
The other supernovas, also known as the worst generation, got insanely strong too. And nothing proves that better than this moment when Kid and Law decided to take on a Yonko, Big Mom, one of the most powerful and most unhinged characters in the entire series. Bro, these two really said, yeah, we got her. And honestly, they delivered. The way they cooked her was something else, man.
어?
タクトクローム話しすぎじゃパンクチャービリやれユースタシア
倒せんのかい。俺はビッグマムだぞ。
ダメだパンカーお前らの時代は終わりだ。
Another moment this legendary arc gave us was when Sanji unlocked something completely different. After we saw his background story, it was clear. This guy is built different. His whole life he rejected where he came from. But in this moment, he embraced it. And what happened next? Let's just say Queen had a really bad day. But it wasn't just the guys. Nico Robin showed up too. And she showed up in the most savage way possible. She's usually the calm and collected one, never really showing off. But when it's about her friends and crew who are like family, it's over. Black Maria really picked the wrong one.
その姿悪魔だからなんだってんだ
デモニがフルールウランジャグシークラッ手も足もいらないなんだってうわ
And of course, we have our main character, the captain of the Straw Hats. The moment Luffy flexed his power after the time skip literally gave us chills. It was so iconic that the animators felt they had to reanimate it. And honestly, both versions go crazy.
付けまとむようなたった10人の海賊にこっちは10万だぞ。
おい、ルフィ。
With his Conqueror's Haki, he easily took down half of the enemy's army. The Straw Hats went through so much to get to this point. Do you guys remember back when that one person had to save him?
頼む見逃してくれ
それ以上近づくと撃ち殺すぜ。てめえ聞こえなかったのか。
ピストルを抜いたからには命をかけろ。はあ。
軍艦でも引っ張ってくるんだな。恋ガキ！
Shanks did not only inspire Luffy to become a pirate in the first place, he literally gave his arm to save his life. But Shanks wasn't the only iconic figure in Luffy's life. His grandfather, Garp, one of the most feared Marines to ever live, also had his God Mode moment, and when he showed up, nobody was ready. For Zoro, we have one important moment back in the East Blue Saga, when Zoro had just joined Luffy's crew and challenged his biggest rival and future mentor, Mihawk, the greatest swordsman in the world. And oh boy, what happened was pure humiliation, and now we know it was the first lesson Mihawk ever gave him.
動かねえ。こんなバカなことがあるか。いくらなんでもこんなに遠いわけねえ。 俺は今日までなんと凶暴な剣かこのまま心臓を貫かれたいか死んだ方がマシだ敗北より死を取るかそして剣士たる礼儀をもってこれが最後の一撃か
After that, he told himself never to lose again, and his captain was happy about it. Up next, we have the clash between the Straw Hats and the Fishmen, one of the most emotional arcs in the entire series. Arlong and his crew thought they had everything under control. They thought Nami's village was theirs forever, but they forgot one thing. They messed with the wrong crew, and this moment shows exactly what happens when you push Luffy's crew too far.
アーロンってのはドイツだ。
なんだあいつ。
うちの公開しよう。
ドクターリュウ、タコ足危険。鬼。キリ。立ち。マキア。これ。コートレット。ポアトリーヌ。ムートンシャット。させ。効くか。酒。
After the Straw Hats had dealt with the crew, it was time for the final, the battle between the two captains, Luffy versus Arlong, and this was personal. Arlong had made Nami's life a living hell for years, and Luffy was about to make him pay for every single second of it.
あれあいつはゴムの網やべえなんだこの部屋
ここはナミの部屋だ。あの女は天才だ。の
こんな部屋があるからいけねえんだ。
Now this next moment is short, but oh man, it hits. Bellamy thought he could disrespect Luffy and his crew and get away with it. He laughed at their dreams. He humiliated them in front of everyone. And Luffy, he waited. He stayed calm until he didn't.
あいつらが友達だって何が黄金鏡、何が空島だ。いや、消えた。これは処刑人ロシオがやられた時の眠る時代は終わったんだ。海賊の恥さらしども。いや、現実を生きる資格もねえのさ。
パンチの打ち方を知ってるかって？
Things got more and more serious as the journey went on. The enemies got stronger, the stakes got higher, and Luffy had to level up. This is the moment Luffy unveiled Gear 2 for the very first time against Blueno. And man, the anime community went absolutely crazy. I remember watching this scene on television as a teenager. It still gives me that nostalgic feeling. Even though this is a new animation, it hits just as hard.
セカンドゴムゴムの
それ
ジェットピストル
全く見えん。
ブレッドアクスウィープゴムゴムのジェットバズーカーギャッ
The Straw Hats went all in to save Nico Robin. Every single one of them went all out. Water 7 is easily one of the best arcs in One Piece. They went against the world to save her.
ソゲキングあの旗打ち抜けファイヤーバードスターまさかロビン行きたいぞイエーロビン私はエグだ
Everyone had their special fighting moment. I kind of missed these in the recent arcs, to be honest. And there was one Straw Hat who went completely insane. We saw a form we had never seen before, and nobody was ready for it. What he pulled off in that moment was absolutely terrifying in the best way possible.
ごめのランブルボール、どうせ死ぬなら
Up next, we have another monster form from the Straw Hats that shocked everyone.
俺一人だぜ。
Thriller Bark gave us one of the most unexpected power-ups in the entire series, and when Nightmare Luffy showed up, nobody knew what they were looking at. This form was a true nightmare, skipping leg day and being on steroids at the same time. Oh damn, that is not a good combination.
文字通りお前がこの苦痛を受けろ。試してみろ。どうだ。
返させてくれ。
Next on our list, we have one of the most iconic moments in One Piece, and probably the best Zoro moment in the entire series.
どこだ。何もかも無事なわけねえ。いた。何も。
As the story goes on, we have one key moment where the Straw Hats and the Supernovas got humbled so hard. That's when the Marine Admiral showed up and wiped the floor with the rookies. His entrance alone was already peak aura, and what came after was even more brutal.
光の速度で蹴られたことはあるかい？成長！どいつもこいつも。大きい船長！目が見えない。いつか知らねえけども実態はあるな。
Another peak aura entrance was when Luffy met his future mentor, the vice captain of the strongest pirate crew to ever exist, Rayleigh. This man showed up out of nowhere, no introduction needed, and instantly made everyone in the room feel small. And the crazy thing? He was retired. Just imagine him in his prime.
ジタバタしないアマス。死ぬアマス。
After what happened on that island, we got what many fans consider the best arc in this entire anime, Marineford. And this arc gave us everything: tragedy, insane battles, legendary moments. Sadly, Ace died and the Marines got cocky. That's when Whitebeard had to remind them who the strongest man in the world was. As we all know, what came next was the time skip, and when the Straw Hats finally reunited and came back to that exact island where it all went wrong, oh man, Luffy flexed his new power so hard it shocked everyone. The same place where they got destroyed. He came back a completely different man.
Second.
The other supernovas had also been grinding. Law came back on a completely different level. This is the moment he faced Virgo, one of the most ruthless Marines in the series. And what Law did to him was one of the cleanest cut in the entire series.
何の真似だ。君らしくない戦術だったな。なぜ必要に能力を使う。遊びはおしまいだ。鬼たけ。
確かに返してもらった。
これで借りはなしだ。
おかげで助かったのも事実だな。
さっさと蹴りをつけろ。
これで終わりだ。
And speaking of clean cuts, Zoro had one too, against Monet, and this one was different. No big transformation, no power up, just pure psychological dominance. Zoro didn't even need to finish her. One look was enough.
何？手を出さないじゃないの。
俺はぼちぼち先に進む。
今完全に私を切る気で斬撃。
猛獣に会ったことあるか。俺はねえな。一刀流。
何？体が動かない。
大神官。
Another moment of pure dominance is when Rayleigh had to put Blackbeard back in his place. His presence alone was enough, and Rayleigh himself later admitted he probably would have lost that fight.
海軍の包囲は予想したが、島の形が変わるほどとは。名号、レイリー。遅くなってすまない。ハンコック。おい、白ひげの見習い小僧、大人げないが、私はお前が嫌いでね。
And another man whose presence alone speaks louder than any fight, Shanks. When Green Bull thought he could just show up at Wano and take out the weakened pirates, Shanks had something to say about that. Just one Wi-Fi moment and he made clear who the boss is. Shanks' screen time is really not much, but when he shows up, you know something crazy is about to happen. After Kid took down Big Mom, he went straight up to the next Yonko. But this time, Big Daddy Shanks showed him that he's the real deal, not Big Mommy. Kid really picked the wrong one.
10秒で全滅させてやる。ダムドパンクだ。消し飛べ。
まずい。消しとな赤髪カムサリ。
Now we have a moment where we see what happens when two Conqueror's Hockey users clash. Their clash was so intense that people around them literally couldn't stand. It is easily one of the best fights in the entire series. And honestly, I really hope we see Katakuri fighting alongside the Straw Hats one day. That would be absolutely insane.
男の勝負に薄っぺらい援護などするな。外野がうるせえな。
どうせ立ってられねえよ。
Up next, we got another clash, the Clash of Legends. Two giants of the game, Whitebeard and Roger. Their meeting happened long before our story even started, and when they clashed, the whole world must have felt it. This is the kind of moment that reminds you how deep the One Piece lore really goes.
Yo, samurai! Come, sorry! なんじゃ今のは。来たが。なあ。触れてねえ。
One of the craziest things to ever happen in One Piece is definitely the reveal of Luffy's true power, the Sun God Nika fruit. After this got revealed in the manga, every One Piece fan was waiting for the anime to catch up, and when it finally dropped, it literally broke the internet. This power turned the entire One Piece universe upside down, and Kaido had to feel it, hard or soft. On Egghead, we finally got the arrival of the 5 elders. Imagine, we've been waiting for them to take action since the very beginning, and oh boy, Oda delivered, all 5 of them in one arc. Their entrance was truly God mode. But that's not all Egghead gave us. 2025 was absolutely insane for One Piece fans. If you want to watch the best moments of 2025, you should check out the video I linked right here. And last on our list, we have the true god of One Piece, the only one who could stop these 5 monsters without even being there. Joy Boy. He channeled his Conqueror's Haki through a giant robot, and it was so overwhelming that all 5 elders felt it instantly. This man is on a level that nobody in this world can fully understand yet, and it was the best moment of 2025, no debate.
ねえ、ルフィ。ありがとう。懐かしいリズムをくれて。 お前は死なないでお前を死なせない。一体誰の。
こんな強い覇気が。何これ。
こいつは一体。
If you've watched until here, oh damn, I really love you. Drop the word crew in the comments so I know who the real ones are. I usually never ask this, but if you want to support the channel, hit that like button. It means more than you think. You can also become a member of this channel now, and if you do, I will make a list and always tag your name in the outro. I'm sure you'll love this next video too.